Hello viewers, today I will explain you something about timer. This is a timer relay. It's used to generate times in between few seconds to 1 minute and 1 minute to maximum of 6 minutes. So this timer relay have different functions that can be used depend upon this setting, depend upon the second either 1 3 1 4 1 2, depend upon these two white color buttons. We can open this one from here, and we can change this setting, and according this setting the timer relay is generate time delay. So this is not a timer, but this is a simple relay. It's a Fender 220 volts 10 ampere relay. That is its coil operates according the inputs. Whenever it get input, it coil operates. These are the bases of the relays. It has 8 pins, like pin number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So either a timer or a relay, both have a same input ports. Their input coil input will be given are counted as point number 7 and point number 2, and the point number 1 and point number 8 are counted as what the power or what the device we want to operate, that power is given at this point number 1 and point number 8. So point number 4 and 5, these points are normally closed point, but when the relay or timer is operated, or they complete its times, or they you can say they whenever their coils are energized, then the terminal shift from point number 3 to point number 4 to point number 3, and point number 5 to point number 6. So finally we will get output at this point number 3 and point number 6. So let me draw their schematic diagrams, and then finally we will also complete circuit diagrams, and we will give the power by using these switches, by these power plugs, and we will connect a light here, and we will see that how does a timer relay work and how the Fender relay work. I'm going to explain you by writing something. Their ports. This is port number 1 2 3 4. Both relay have the same pin configurations. So here the power or a Vapta power is given at these points, point number 1 and point number 2 on the Fender relay. Suppose that we want to connect Fender here, and we want to connect a timer here. So our objective is, we have an inverter. This is our inverter, and as we know that inverter have 3 sources of input. One source is Vapta, second source battery, third source solar. So our objective is, we want to control this Vapta power. We want to control this one. Okay, we want that this Vapta power is given to inverter after 1 minute to 6 minute delay. This is our objective. So for that one, we will use this timer and this Fender relay such that our input power will be given at this point number 1 and point number 8. So as ground always connected to the right side, and phase always connected to the left side of, mostly connected, but if the but it is not compulsory. So suppose that there is a circuit breaker CB for circuit breaker. So this is the output of the CB, and this is the input of the CB. Sorry. This is input power. So here, how to connect this one? So we will connect this phase of the Vapta to the inverter, such that taken from point number 6, and its neutral wire or the ground wire is taken from point number 3. Since point number 4 and 5 are normally closed, so we will never connect these one. So the from same power, when the power reach here, we have to give the same power at point number 7 and point number 2, so that our timer will start its timing. So when the timer will complete its timing, so then it will give relays power from point number 3 and point number 6. That will become the input of this relay. So remember that this power that is given at this point number this at point number 1 and point number 2 is not a relay points. These are not our relay coil points. The relay coil points are the point number 2 and point number 7, as I explained you earlierly. So here we will connect this point number 1 also at point number 2, and point number 8 power also be given at point number 7. But we will generate a short with this one with us little jumpers at this point number 1 and point number 8. We will use these jumpers, small jumpers. Why we are using these jumpers? Because when this relay will energized, this power of the point number 1 and point number 8 will have to be taken at this point number 3 and point number 6 when it's complete its counting. When timer will complete its counting, then we have to take its power, and this power will become the input of this coil. So we will connect this point number 3 to the point number 2. And this point number 6 have to connect to the relay coil input. So this is the coil relay input. So this is also point number, this is input power. So I think circuit diagram is completed here. So these are the coil input, or let me explain your relay coil input. This one is the relay coil input. This one is timer coil input. Timer coil input power. So this is the circuit diagram that we will use here, and let me complete its circuit diagram and then I will show you its function and working. As I told you, for the schematic diagrams we will use these wires. This red wire will be considered as a power in phase wire, and this green wire as count as a ground wire or a neutral wire, that is here in the schematic diagram is used with a black color. So power input from a circuit breaker, we will use this power with the green and blue lines, and for a power output, like we will consider that this is our inverter, or this is our objective of the this is connected here, like this is, these are the point. Either we will connect here a light plug, motor, inverter, whatever we want to operate here, we will connect at these points. So these are the output point. So see here, I have complete circuit. This is our input that is given at the relay, as it's connected from this point is connected at the output of the circuit breaker, or you can say at the plug. So circuit breaker or this input power is connected here at point number 1 and point number 8, according circuit diagram, point number 1 and point number 8. From point number 1 and point number 8, we have taken these two wires, this wire and this wire, similar like here, this wire and this wire. So these wires are connected here at point number 2 and point number 7, according to circuit diagrams. So also there we will use our jumper wires from point number 2 to point number 1 and point number 7 to point number 8, and output of this timer base is taken from point number 3 and point number 6, that is the input of this relay, that is given at point number 2 and point number 7 as here. So when this relay will energized, definitely it will give output at point number 3 and point number 6. This output power may be connected to this inverter, or this maybe a here inverter, motor, light plug, light bulb, or any device that we want to operate here. So this is complete today's video. Let me power up and see, and we will design this. We will generate some delay. We have fixed this one, finder relay. Also we will fix this timer relay. It has a base and it's a point. We have to just simple plug it like this way with a little force. Okay, it is completely plugged. So we will generate, this is a 0 time, here it will 0 time generate. We will generate a little, we will, after moving this one, so when the power will come, it will on. When time will complete, this light will be up mean output will generate here at these pins. Okay, let's see. Here I have connected complete circuit with the power. This is input power that is coming from Vapta, and this is finder relay, and this is our timer. Currently I have adjusted this timer at this 30 seconds, so that we can completely see its functions. Here I also have connected this bulb LED, so that output can be measured. So as soon as I turn this power on, so see here power have reached, but it is completing its time. After 30 seconds, it will give output point power here at these wires, and from these wires will reach the input of this timer. So this timer will at the input of this relay, so this relay will finally operate. So see, when the time is complete, then relay will operate, and light will glow. Yes, okay, fine. So as soon as I turn this power off, and when we can adjust the timer at 1 minute, so it will now operate after 1 minute. So see, I have adjusted the timer at a 1 minute. So after 1 minute now this light will power up. So as soon as I will turn this power on, it will start counting. When 1 minute complete, then it will give signal to this relay, so that relay will operate. Now I have adjusted 1 minute. I will power up and we will wait for 1 minute. So after 1 minute it has completed. Since I paused the videos due to shortage of the time, but it completely take 1 minute to power up this LED bulb. So thank you for watching and understanding. If you have any question about relay, or if you want to generate any kind of logic, you can discuss with me. I will completely provide you its solutions. Thank you.